Daddy Stevenson against the fallen angel Dominique Robinson. And the 155-pound mark. We've had a nice night, an exciting night, and here we go with Daddy Stevenson and Dominique and Mike. A lot of talk coming into this fight. Robinson told us he's been insulted, and he's looking forward to his opportunity against Daddy Stevenson.
Yeah, and talking to Dominique Robinson, I was surprised a little bit because he said he looked up to Joe Stevenson, and then he felt disrespected a little bit later. And finding out more about Dominique Robinson, he's been training with a bunch of great boxing trainers. He's from New Orleans, goes to Oakland, trains with Virgil Hunter, who trains Andre Ward, Amir Khan, for those boxing enthusiasts. Then he ends up in Las Vegas at the Money Team gym, which is Floyd Mayweather's gym, and starts boxing and sparring at Floyd Mayweather's gym with James Toney's brother as his lead trainer. So a lot of background in the boxing for Dominique Robinson, but I think the most important thing is, you know, he said he looked up to him one day and then just felt disrespected the next.
Young MMA fans on hand as well here. Yeah, it looks to really be enjoying it.
I think we're at the zoo. It's a great time. Tomorrow, come by the zoo and come see the giraffes and everything else that you've talked about today.
Absolutely. We have 1,400 animals here in this zoo. It was formed in 1962, and on the ground zero, we had a chance to really been a great setting, right, Tim?
Yeah, super cool. I have 32 fights, and I've never been to a fight at a zoo, but I guess if you're trying to be a beast, let's go be by the beast.
That's right.
So.
And with that terrible weather here, which has played havoc with the Phoenix Open as well, the golf circuit, and the last 2 days, the rare heavy rains in the area, they were able to come up really in the last 24, 48 hours and put this spectacular tent together to make us very comfortable for this match.
You know, Tim, you said something earlier. You've been in Arizona a lot, never seen it rain like that. I gotta say the same thing. Every time I come to Arizona, nice, beautiful, hot desert, and we've seen some a little bit of drizzle, a little bit of rain, but you know what? This tent was put up and we were able to continue and be here at Superbook.
Absolutely.
That's just like any fight. Way to adjust, guys.
DJ on hand, drinks, meals, really an outstanding setting here in Phoenix. Joe Daddy Stevenson, 32. His opponent is also 32. Joe Daddy, you may recall, lost and had a great shot, UFC lightweight title chance against BJ Penn. There was some nasty elbows thrown by Penn in that fight. That was in 2008, but he got right there and he'd like to get back. And by the way, so would Robinson. Never been there, but he would like an opportunity. He's been in touch with the leader of the UFC. We'll see.
Yeah, absolutely. You know, we're looking at this screenshot right here, one of the premier DJs in the entire country. Stick around afterward for everybody who's in attendance, but you can see big MMA fan, it looks like, right there. And I'll tell you what, they pulled out all the stops here. Top DJs, VIP event, celebrities. It's the weekend of the big game. It's pretty incredible of what's taking place. But going back to Joe Stevenson, you know, trained in Albuquerque for about 3 years. There was even talks that Tim Means might fight him at 55. There was talks of him moving up. He's had a tough 5 fights. And you remember, back then in Albuquerque, it's tough.
All right, here they come now, Stevenson and Robinson.
And introducing to the cage, the first half of our main event of the evening, Dominique Robinson.
This is a 5-round fight for the lightweight title. Mayweather camp, as you talked about. And Otis Pimpleton, James Tony's brother, is there as well as Zach Mosely.
And Don House is next to him too. And you know him, he's a UFC cut man, but House was in Bermain Stavern's corner against Deontay Wilder just a couple of weeks ago in that big heavyweight battle. He's here tonight in support of Dominique Robinson.
Robinson 18-4-2. Comes in with a bit of a chip on his shoulder, to say the least. He felt he was insulted by Joe Daddy Stevenson's comments, interviews that he heard regarding his character. Robinson met Stevenson a long time ago, maybe 10, 12 years ago. They had an evening together and he's been rooting for him, he told us. Now he gets a chance to fight against somebody he looked up 2 years ago.
Yeah, you know, it might have been just something that Joe Stevenson was just trying to sell a fight. But in some cases, you know, some guys take that stuff personal and they want to make it a personal issue in the cage. You got to find a reason not to like your opponent. If you're liking the guy at first, you got to find a reason to punch him in the face.
This by far will be his biggest fight of his career tonight.
You know, the TNT sign on there again, you know, the boxing, but Joe Stevenson is excellent on the ground.
You're good right there. Good right there. The guys will be right over there.
Our main event, Joe Stevenson.
Turned pro in 1999. Told us he wants to get to 50 victories. He's 19 shy. 15 submission wins. Got a TV show he's been appearing on called Kingdom. He's been helping out, starring Nick Jonas among others, and kind of revitalized it. He was quite frank with us, overcame alcoholism, been clean and sober the last 3 years. That was champion 2, we just mentioned, by his opponent, Dominique Robinson.
Yeah, and when you look at first of all, applaud him for that. Second of all, he's on a 5-fight losing streak, but look at the guys he was fighting. Sonoropoulos, Matt Danzig, Danny Castillo, Javier Vasquez. I mean, he's been in with the best of the best, decided to take a little bit of a hiatus and took some time off to really regroup and focus on what you just talked about. And one of the things he mentioned, he's been with a doctor now who is, he says he feels the best he's ever felt. And Dr. Calaviti was a big reason for that. He mentioned that to all of us. But Joe Stevenson, when you think about it, he tells us, started fighting when he was 16. He's 32 now. That's 16 years the veteran. And a whole lot of fights still left in him.
I said he was bitter. He went from everything to losing 5 fights in a row, put a dent in his couch, wasn't doing much. And all of a sudden, revitalized here. Can he find a second wind, if you will, Tim, at the age of 32?
You know, man, I came from an addiction myself, and I found my second and third win, so I'm going to say yes, he can. Robinson looks very big, just to point this out, at 155.
He has lost his last 5 fights, has not fought since June 30th, 2012. And took a defeat on a rear naked choke. He's back. He's excited. And a title is on the line here. The lightweight title fight here in our Super Brawl showdown. Ready for the introductions of our co-main event.
This is our main event of the evening. 5 rounds for the Super Brawl lightweight title. Introducing first, out of the blue corner, he comes by way of Tracy, California, and has a record of 8 wins, 6 losses, and 1 draw. Please welcome Dominique, the Fallen Angel Robinson.
He's stuck in Oakland.
And his opponent fighting out of the red corner. He comes by way of Hispania, California, and has a winner, please welcome Joe Daddy Stevenson! There we go, third man in the ring, Al Gurney.
Dominique.
Gentlemen, we've been over the rules. Protect yourselves at all times. Obey my commands. Touch gloves if you like to. Go to your corners. Ready to fight.
Aldini is our third man in the ring. Here we go.
All right, here we go, guys. You ready?
Stevenson
Fight!
in the black, Robinson in the purple.
Both guys already looking nice and calm. Getting right in the pocket and looking to throw a strike. Well, that was a little slow, but this is where I'm going to give Stevenson the advantage.
Stevenson going to right to work, hitting Robinson on the cage.
He's really working hard for that single leg now. Robinson defending, but what a nice roll. This isn't a position I think Robinson wants to be by any means. Joe Daddy's got the legs grapevine nice, got him up off the mat. He's gonna start working some little pepper shots here to see if he can open up something. But he's really taking his time nicely.
Just a minute into our first round of 5, scheduled here at the Super Brawl Showdown.
Not a whole lot of movement, just moves when he needs to.
Stevenson talked for this camp. He was working out with Mark Munoz. He talked to Clay Guida, along with others. I see Greg Jackson in his corner from Jackson Winklejohns. And Stevenson was in Albuquerque for about 2 years training over there.
Yeah, he was. So it's not surprising to see Greg Jackson over there. So
Stevenson said he lost 35 pounds training the last 12 weeks for this fight. His leg press upped over 900 pounds. His bench press way up. And he's looking forward to tomorrow. He said his first cheat day in 11 weeks. Brazilian Steakhouse in Vegas. Win or lose. That's where he's going.
that's a winner to me regardless. He's right. You know, we're a few minutes into this, and I'm just really impressed with the work ethic that's going on here. Lots going on, but they're staying really composed and just working their way out of stuff. Not a whole lot of movement, but now they're back up. They separate.
Stevenson going against Robinson. Now, the Fallen Angels worked on his boxing quite a bit. He's more comfortable with his technique. Thanks in part. Otis Pippleton, James Tony's brother, who's been in the corner. Otis telling me that his fighter now doesn't look like your sometimes typical MMA guy who just throws a couple of punches for show. He really feels like it could be a weapon for Robinson, at least in the stand-up game.
Yeah, just a little bit a while ago, he threw that nice leg kick off a good hook. So, you know, he's got some striking under him, but his composure is really impressing me. He's not worried here. I'm looking at him, and he's just going with the motion, but he's trying to set his own stuff up. He's really defending the takedown, and he looks to be super strong. He looks to be very strong.
In great shape at 155.1. Both fighters at the same age and weight and height.
Another good kick. Oh, Joe Daddy returns one. I see Joe Daddy kind of staying in his pocket. I'm looking to see Robinson let his hands go and
Watch the fingers.
throw some of those heaters he talks about. Just being maybe a little weary of the takedown, taking his time.
Stevenson has been the aggressor so far in the fight. You can almost see the smile on his face here as he's in this fight.
Yeah, he's definitely enjoying himself. Nice right hand, just grazing though, wasn't landing too flush.
Two different postures, no doubt. A serious, cool, collected Fallen Angel. And a almost giddy Joe Daddy Stevenson. Overhand right. A lot of fans here Stevenson from Victorville, California. They're going for the takedown. All right, lively crowd here.
Yeah, everybody stood up in here. It's a pretty packed house. Nobody's afraid of the rain.
Just saw Dan the Beast Severn in attendance tonight. UFC legend, of course, MMA legend.
10 seconds.
Went to school at Arizona State University, so he's right back home.
Yeah, you know, Vincent Henderson's here as well. I think he's right down the street too.
Break. I think for the first round, scheduled for 5 here of our last of our co-main events. Your thoughts on the first round?
Joe Stevenson for sure. He took his time to get on the legs, the takedowns. But Robinson showed good composure of getting his back to the cage, getting his legs out. Maybe the takedowns are kind of stifling him a bit to let his hands go. So let's see how this next round plays out.
You see in the corner of Robinson, that's James Chaney who won earlier tonight. Chaney won in a triangle.
Yeah, he's probably definitely explaining what to do off his back.
That was the first round triangle win for Chaney, who was in the ring in the black leather jacket right in front of Robinson.
Here we go, guys. Corners out, corners out.
Robinson didn't sit down at all there. That's pretty cool. Stevenson's still smiling. Let's see if Robinson can wipe it off his face.
Stevenson looks happy to be back in the cage after 5 years.
He really does. You know, when you start to get those addictions and you miss out, man, you start to realize how much you do love your job and what you do miss. And training for me helps kill demons, and I'm sure Joe Stevenson with his addictions the same way. Good for him to be able to come back from that and to be seen here tonight in good shape. And just be having a good time with it.
Well, Daddy told us he didn't want his last fight to be a loss, and who knows, if he gets a win here, he might get rejuvenated even more. Certainly looks to be excited. Took a knee there from Robinson.
Nice white base here defending the takedown. Stevenson goes off to the single leg. He's right back to the double leg now, and he's going for a ride. Joe Stevenson staying nice and tight here, keeping the legs up off the mat so he can't get his feet under him to climb up the fence. I expect him to probably pull him out off the cage. But
Stevenson is cut. He has a cut on the top of his head.
The toes out of the fence. Thank you.
I didn't see the striker cause that. Stevenson staying nice and tight and keeping that leg nice and high, and that keeps you flat on your butt. Doesn't let you get your legs out so you can stand up.
Well, the handsome Robinson told us that if Dana signed him in the UFC, that women's viewership would go up 55%.
That is,
he's cool.
That is confidence right there. Yeah.
And a pretty impressive bicep as well. He's in great shape. Both fighters in great shape.
Yeah, to get his leg out there, he needs to get on his hip and start pulling the leg out, the top leg. Now he's back up here. I think he needs to start shuffling down that cage. Start shuffling to his left side, push that head down. Joe's on that single leg again. Trying to go back to the double leg, but gets turned.
And now they're standing up, 2:25 to go round 2.
I like to see Robinson get that jab in his face, especially from the boxing background. You know, good hard kick.
Good kick.
Start popping with that jab, especially right here. Oh, good knee.
Good knee there, and he wobbled Stevenson.
Stevenson's still smiling.
He's almost taunting Robinson. There's been a big build-up to this fight.
Robinson needs to use those straight strikes. When Joe Stevenson's leading with those hooks, he needs to come right down the pipe with straight stuff. But he's kind of just backing into the fence. This isn't going to work. You need to stop giving so much respect and getting Stevenson's face. Just like that. Use that jab. He's not utilizing that tool.
90 seconds left, round 2.
You need to take a page out of Brendan Gonzalez's book and get that jab out there.
Let it go, huh?
Yeah, but he's letting him kind of smother him. He just continues to back up to the fence. And the judges are going to count that as ring aggression and octagon control.
You see Robinson in that pocket like a stand-up boxer. You can tell he has a boxing skills. You saw that overhand right left hook.
Just missed to the right. But it is definitely improved as advertised.
There's that jab for the right hand. That was nice.
And right in the pocket. Not even looking to do anything else.
Maybe go up high with that straight to that liver shot too, to the body. You know, kind of just mix it up a little bit, but Stevenson is standing there. Oh, he's down. That was definitely a knockdown.
Robinson with a big shot to stun Stevenson. But only 27 seconds remaining in the round.
I think the knockdown's going to win him the round for sure, though, if he can't get up and do something with it. He didn't do much with his takedowns earlier, talking about Joe Stevenson. And a knockdown counts over a takedown with nothing done with it, in my
Stevenson
opinion.
controlled the first round, but that big shot, I think we all agree, is going to win the round here for Robinson as we go to the 3rd round of our co-main event.
He needs to flatten it back out just like that. Cross face, that was good. Good way to finish the round for Robinson.
Robinson cut over the left eye. As they come in to look at that.
There's Cheney, we mentioned earlier, with Otis Pimpleton in the corner.
Watch those fingers, Dominique. Watch those fingers to the eyes.
Stevenson with some swelling ears and a look at big shot in the fight so far.
Yeah, this is a cool slam here, but even with that, there was nothing done much with it. No ground and pound. He just controlled the legs. And as a professional fighter, I like to see damage over everything. See guys trying to finish fights.
Here we go, here we go.
Joe Stevenson has some good flurries there, in and out.
Let's go, Joe.
Big right hand that looked like it kind of caught him behind the ear.
Wait for me, guys. Move back a little bit, Dominique.
And no, Stevenson's not smiling yet, but I'm sure it'll pop up. Like always.
At the Hexagon in Phoenix, Arizona. Greg Minervini,
Robinson
Mike
just
Adams, UFC fighter Tim Means is with us.
Here we go.
Round 3. Robinson in the purple, Stevenson in the black.
Another good leg kick there. Taking that base away. Joe Stevenson looks a little more serious now. Just hit a good hook there. Coming in.
We got a left hand on the eye of Robinson.
Yeah, that was from a punch too.
Another one. Stevenson feeling it.
Oh, Stevenson's landing some good hooks here. Big bombs.
Robinson.
Joe Stevenson's got his hands locked together. He's going to send him for another ride. Up. Defending it nicely up to the body lock, but he had to break his grip. Robinson with good wrist control here. And a good wizard.
Go, guys. Action.
That blood is from Stevenson, I believe. Looks like he cut his mouth, perhaps, and maybe under that bridge of the nose with that big left.
Yeah, it looks like Robinson's leaking from his nose. Joe Daddy did that single leg again. Robinson trying to go for the wrist control to break the grips. Good elbow to the top of the head there. Another good elbow. Nice short elbows. And Stevenson bells on it for that reason. Oh, good counter hook there for Robinson.
And another combination.
Good one too. He you see Robinson use that jab, it really sets up his tools good for him. Just like that.
Left in.
Stevenson still smiling.
Oh, he got caught. He got caught. He's hurt there. He's on the leg. Joe Stevenson is pushing to the cage on his knees. My wrestling coach says never get on your knees there. Nice back up. This is a better position for him.
2.5 to go. Midpoint of this fight.
Robertson's showing good takedown defense again. He needs to get his base wider. He's going to go down.
And those takedowns do score points in the judge's eyes.
They're definitely scoring.
No straight, no straight.
Joe Stevenson looks split open. It looks like those elbows really done a number to the top of his head or the side of his head there. He's leaking.
Both fighters are bloody.
I just really want to see Joe Stevenson do something with these positions.
Right on your ear.
Just hanging on the head or just hanging on the legs isn't getting the job done in my opinion. He's controlling, he's winning all points there, but let's see him work to some better ground and pound.
How difficult is the blood for the vision of Stevenson here?
He's probably better off that his face is down. If he's on his back, it'd probably be leaking into his eyes a little bit more. So he might be lucking out here. But it looks like he might be going for a knee bar on that leg. He's got a grapevine. He's got a figure 4 underneath the heel. He might be trying to lock that leg out. He might be trying to get a knee bar on that leg, it looks like. He's there. The knees just turned just a little bit. It's taking the pressure off his leg. But that's a slick little submission he's going for there.
Robinson doesn't seem to be in any pain, but the way he's still getting the punches in. But you're saying Stevenson's got a shot here, huh?
Yeah,
It's
he's adjusting well and he's getting the leg bent straight. It's not bending it no more and it's not turning sideways. But it looks like Stevenson bailed on it, let go of the figure 4. Now he's got both legs up, the heels off the mat, controlling the position again.
30 seconds to go here in round 3. Now he's got both legs tied up, but he's taking the punches from Robinson.
Yeah, Robinson can't get really no big power into those body shots, but he's definitely trying to score as well. And those punches are scoring for him there.
10 seconds.
There's a Brawley attempt at submission.
Those punches are really scoring. Stevenson looks to be out of gas at this point.
Oh, the big finish.
He's back up, he's busted, he's not looking happy. Stevenson's complaining about strikes to the back of the head.
Both fighters with no stool in either side of the cage, just standing up throughout each round tells you the shape they're in.
Yeah, I would have sat down and got myself some water.
A lot of repair work here now for the cut men
Yeah,
in the corners.
they definitely got their hands full in this fight.
Dominique Robinson's cut man, one of the best in the business.
Yeah, if you're going off
Those fingers will reach towards his ear.
brownie points there, you got the better guy on your side for Robinson.
He stuck that finger in his ear one time.
Call timeout, let me look at it.
All right.
John House, one of the best cut men in the.
The doctor here wants a timeout to look at Stevenson.
Gotcha.
The doctor's taking a close look as we look at the replays from round 3.
See, he's going for this knee bar here. Joe Stevenson's got that leg locked out, but there was just enough turn in his leg or bending his leg that kept the pressure from locking it out.
There's the doctor getting the assurances from Joe Daddy Stevenson. Well, you couldn't ask for much more here from your co-main event. We watched Shoney Carter on a verbal submission in 5 minutes of the first round defeat.
All right, guys.
Shannon Ridge, part 1. Here's part 2 and round 4. Robinson and Stevenson.
You know, even Joe Stevenson himself can get his own jab going, you know. straight shots. They prefer to lead with hooks and stuff. He led with a straight right hand there to a double jab. None of it landed though. But I think he should get behind that mindset. Oh, good knee to the body.
Real
for
good
Robinson. He's sitting out. Robinson needs to get his leg out of there. He doesn't need to stay there. Joe Stevenson on the single leg again, taking short elbows, and they're landing good. He's gonna get pushed to his back here.
Do you think Stevenson is surprised at all at the fight that he's in with Robinson?
He might have thought that he could dictate the pace a little more on the ground, but Robinson's shown to be super composed and durable. Good elbows.
Get some big elbows in.
Opens him back up, and to answer your question, yes, I think he's very surprised.
There were some here around the circles that thought that Stevenson might really put a pounding to Robinson. It could still happen, but right now, very impressive, especially second and third round and into the fourth, for the fallen angel, who says in his life things just haven't gone his way. And he's hoping to change that.
Yeah, and it all can change here shortly. This is the biggest stage he's been on. And if he wins tonight, you know a lot of people are watching.
Right, and you know when things aren't going for you, you continue to fight, things will turn around for you.
Well, he hasn't complained about it. He's been a very giving man. He's gone to China to help teach the kids there the sport of MMA. And I know he takes care of his grandmother, his mother. He wants to buy a house. He's a very giving man. Not a sour guy by any means.
Well, he's being very giving tonight. Joe Stevenson's head's all busted up. Joe Stevenson really fighting hard for the single leg. Robinson's showing good takedown defense with the Wizard again. He just needs to pull that leg out though. He's got pinned up on the fence right in front of us here. Stevenson might be tired from these failed takedown attempts. But looking at this cut on his head, it is a good one.
Do you think Stevenson's only shot is a submission, potentially?
I don't think so. I think Stevenson is dangerous, but he can't hang out here. He's going to get his own loss to TKO if he keeps eating these shots.
These shots are taking their toll. As you see that cut widen on the top of his head, the doc's going to have to take a look at that at the end of this round if he doesn't want to look at it sooner.
2 more long minutes to go, Mike, before the end of this round.
Yeah, he looks to have 3 or 4 good cuts on top of his head and the sides.
Robinson still composed, still fighting his fight, hasn't.
And he's picking away at the ear, the bloody ear, of his opponent. I mean, he's just going after it.
Hey, his composure and work ethic is very impressive right now. I'm super impressed with this guy. I'll be following him on Twitter later.